Welcome back to Path to Profit, where we talk about what it really takes to grow your business online and make consistent sales. If you tuned in last time, you know we covered the basics of what marketing actually is and why you can't ignore it if you have a online business. Today, we're going to take it a step further. What makes marketing good and how you can avoid the mistakes that make it bad. So, let's hop right into it. So, here's the truth. All marketing is not created equal, okay? I know that there's somebody who told you to post however many times and to post at whatever times and all that whatnot. But one person's marketing system doesn't automatically need to be your marketing system. And really, it's not even a system, friend. It's a schedule. We need to talk way more deeply about marketing beyond times of day and days of the week. Some marketing is going to build your brand and bring in sales for years and years and years to come. But other marketing is going to waste your time, your money, and sometimes it's even going to damage your reputation, and nobody wants that. So, how do you tell the difference? How do you know if what you're doing is moving your business forward or if it's holding you back? Well, today I'm breaking down the three things that separate good marketing from bad marketing. And trust me, you're going to want to take notes. So, go ahead and grab a pen and paper and then walk back on over to whatever device you're listening on. So, let's start with the most obvious question. Does your marketing work? Your marketing, okay? Good marketing, as we discussed in the last episode, is effective. It achieves the goals that you set out for it to achieve, and you are accomplishing the things that you designed the marketing to accomplish, whether that's driving traffic, growing your email list, increasing your sales. If it's accomplishing what you created it to accomplish, it is effective. But here's the catch. If you don't set clear goals, you won't know if your marketing is working. You will forever feel like nothing's working. You're always going to feel like I could have done better. So let's say you post on Instagram 5 times a week. Cool. But why are you posting on Instagram 5 times per week? What are you trying to accomplish? What's the goal that you want to achieve as a result of each of those individual posts? If you're just checking a box, like you know that on today's to-do list, I have to post on Instagram, you're just checking that off, you are wasting your time. Good marketing is intentional, it has a purpose, and it delivers results. All right, so next, good marketing connects with your audience. It speaks their language, solves their problems, and shows them why they need your product in particular. The internet is filled with a lot of noise. So you have to ask yourself not only who is my ideal customer, but what language are they using so that you know what language to use? What problems are they facing so that you can create content, marketing, messaging, so on and so forth that solves those problems? And ultimately, why they need to buy your product, especially when there are a bunch of other places that they could buy that exact same thing. So bad marketing, on the other hand, is going to miss the mark every single time. It's generic, uninspired, or even worse, it's annoying to people. You've probably seen those ads that feel really irrelevant, like they have no idea who they're talking to. That's bad marketing. If you ever had a moment where you thought to yourself, why am I seeing this? Why is this on my timeline? Why did they choose to target me with that ad? Bad marketing. So here's a quick tip. If you're not sure what resonates with your audience, you should just ask them, talk to people, poll your existing Instagram followers, ask them the questions that you desperately want the answers to. Look at the comments on your post and also look at the comments underneath your competitors' posts. It will tell you a lot. Pay attention to what gets the most engagement. Your customers will literally tell you what they want and also what they don't want if you ask them. But you have to be listening. You have to be willing to listen to what they're saying. Now, everything that they suggest and everything that they say is not going to be right or great or, worth you taking into consideration as you make decisions. However, it is extremely valuable for you to ask them questions and get their perspective. So, this one is a big one. Good marketing doesn't just get the sale, it keeps your customers coming back. A huge component of building a profitable business and driving consistent sales is customer loyalty, customer retention, getting people to keep coming back, and more importantly, getting them to spend more money the next time than they spent the previous time. So good marketing is going to build trust, and it's going to build loyalty, and it's going to make people feel like they're a part of something bigger than just buying a product. Now, some people are okay with just buying a product, but you have to have some consistency, and really what you're offering has to be great if they're going to be the type of customer that buys simply because you have great products. So think about it this way. Are you running a business for quick wins, or are you building a brand that people can't wait to support? Bad marketing is extremely short-sighted. If you're always just thinking about the end of the day and never thinking about the end of the month or the end of the quarter or even the end of the year, probably have a lot of bad marketing. It might get you a few sales today, but if it leaves customers feeling frustrated or undervalued, they're not coming back. I can promise you that. And repeat customers are where the real money is in business. A lot of times your first purchase from a person isn't that profitable because, as I'm sure you know, typically when you're running a sale, you got a really good discount. You typically see way more sales during those periods of time, but those sales aren't that profitable. So that first time purchase, even if they're using that coupon code that you offer them for signing up for email or text, it's decreasing your profit. But those return purchases, that's where the real money lies. And that's where I want you all to get. Okay. So let's make this real with a couple of examples. Let's start with good marketing. So let's say you run an email campaign or you send an email campaign offering your audience a solution to a common problem that they have. Maybe it's something like a curated guide for winter wardrobe essentials or something along those lines if you sell clothing. The email is beautiful. It has a beautiful design. It's super easy to read, and it ends with a clear call to action to shop whatever it is that you showcase in that guide. It's relevant, it's helpful, it's intentional, and ultimately that makes it good marketing. Now let's talk about bad marketing. So let's say you post a random flash sale on a random Tuesday on your Instagram with no context, no explanation, and no time to build anticipation. People are going to scroll right past it because it feels like noise, not value. So I see this happening so often, and honestly, it is an act of desperation. People don't take the time to properly prepare their audience to shop. So if you're getting ready to drop new arrivals or you're getting ready to run a sale, the most impactful thing that you can do if you really want to have some control and predictability with your sales is to let them know in advance that that's coming. Encourage them to sign up for your email list or your text list so that you're not relying on a last minute lazy post on Instagram, hoping that all of your followers see it. I can guarantee you that the smallest percentage of your audience is going to see it, not because it's a bad post per se. Like, it could be a fantastic looking graphic, but the one thing that social media platforms don't like is promotional content. So really you want to give yourself time to truly promote a sale that's coming up, so that even if the reach on the post is limited, you have enough posts talking about that sale to really make a dent in the results that you're trying to get. Now, granted, a flash sale could be just to an existing audience. It could be just your existing customer base, and that could even be effective. But I want you to know that anything done at the last minute is typically not going to yield great results. So here's the big difference. Good marketing is going to always feel kind of like a gift. You feel like, wow, thank you so much for sharing this with me. Bad marketing is going to feel like an interruption. If they feel like, oh, why am I seeing this right now? Or like, ain't nobody got no money right now. Bad marketing, okay? So now you might be thinking, what if I've been doing some of these bad marketing habits? Like, I've been posting at random. I really didn't have any goals. I was running a lot of last minute flash sales. First of all, I want you to know it's okay because everything is fixable. All things can be made fresh, brand new, and better. Okay. So marketing at the end of the day is a skill, and skills can be learned. So here's how you're going to go about fixing this. All right. Number one, I need you to start setting clear goals, not just I want to make sales, not just I want email subscribers, but how many? How many orders do you want? How much money do you want to make? How many email subscribers do you want? And more importantly, you want to set what's called SMART goals. So the goal needs to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time sensitive. Okay. So you want to know exactly what you're trying to achieve before you do a thing, not after you do the thing. Number two, you have to get extremely clear about who your audience is. If you don't understand their needs, their pain points, their desires, your marketing will never connect with them. Everything that you do, everything you say, everything you offer should be for their benefit and with them in mind. Number three, focus on value. Instead of asking, what can I sell? Ask, how can I help? How can I be of service to the person on the opposite side of the screen? And number four, look at the data. I'm sure you've heard the statement, women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie. Your data is nothing but numbers, and it will always tell you the truth of the matter. So if something isn't working, the data will absolutely tell you. So make sure that you're looking at the data so that you can use it to improve your marketing. All right, so let's wrap this episode up. Three key points that I want to reiterate and make sure that you are extremely clear about before we go. Number one, good marketing is effective. It resonates with your audience, and it should help to build long-term relationships so that you get people coming back over and over again and they keep spending money with you. Okay. Number two, bad marketing is unfocused, irrelevant, short-sighted, and ultimately typically rushed. We don't want that. No more bad marketing. That's going to be our motto moving forward. And number three, the best way to avoid bad marketing is to set goals, know your audience, focus on value, and lastly, let your data guide you. Okay. So if this episode made you rethink your marketing strategies, then you're already one step closer to building the business that you want. And if you're ready to dive deeper into how to create a marketing strategy that actually works for your business and your customers and your goals, I teach all of this plus more inside of my program, E-commerce Profit Plan. So of course, if you're interested, hop on over to theboutiqueacademy.com/EPP and I would love to help you out. All right. So, in our next episode, we're going to be talking about marketing goals because there are tons of different types of goals that you can be setting outside of your sales goals, outside of your revenue goals. So, I'm super excited to chat with you guys in the next episode. And I was going to say, see you then. I will be talking to you then.